Kenneth, God has a question specifically for you. The same question he asked all of us. You got it? Let's see what that question is. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
That's y'all listening? Y'all listening? If you meeting up with a girl that has sex with her, she's a harlot. She's a sneaky link. She's a hoe. It said don't meet up with her. Why? Read.
Lest thou fall into her snares.
It says lest thou fall into her snare. Y'all, you know what a snare is, sis? You know what a snare is? You know what a snare is? A trap. It is a trap. It may feel good when you're doing it, but it is a trap. How do we get trapped? By going on these sexcapades or these missions. You said babies? How else you get trapped? Child support? How else? You know it only take one time to have sex to get an STD, right?
Bring it up.
They got all type of stuff. You got syphilis, gonorrhea, HPV, warts, herpes, crabs, AIDS. You got the super gonorrhea. Hold on, sis. Come back. These things are real. You're walking away, but they are real. You know they got gonorrhea now where you only can live for 18 hours. You only need to have sex one time for that to happen. Give me Romans 6 and 12. Because my name Yekiel, by the way, what the brother was bringing out is that your lust can lead to death. And we gonna see how your lust lead to death. Hold on real quick, read.
Let not sin.
Hold on, call it and read it, Romans 6 and 12.
The book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 12.
All our solutions is in the Bible. The way you supposed to live, young brothers, it is in the Bible. We gotta pay attention to this, read.
The book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 12. Let not sin, therefore, reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof.
Hold on, read that again.
Let not sin, therefore, reign in your mortal body.
It said, hey, my what's these brothers' name with the backpack? What's your name, bro? You said Brian? Oh, what's your name, bro? Jaquan, we got to speak up loud. I can barely hear. That's why I'm yelling. So it said, don't let sin reign in your mortal body. We're mortals, right? We don't live forever, right? Right or wrong? It said, don't let sin reign in your body. Do y'all know what sin is? What is sin? What God told us not to do. So, right. So his commandments, his laws. So like the brother was bringing out, we're not supposed to fornicate, right? We're not supposed to fornicate, have sex outside of marriage. Finish the scripture.
Let not sin, therefore, reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof.
We cannot obey our lust. Lust is sin. We cannot obey our lust, meaning that it's just so ironic that all the females today, what? Thick as hell, some look like Instagram models, whole nine. Walking out here left and right, barely got any clothes on. Obeying your lust is seeing that and going, damn, let me holler at her. Let me get with her. Not looking at her from the standpoint of, that's my sister, she needs to cover up and dress modestly. Obeying that lust is trying to holler at her.
Right.
And that's how you let that sin overcome you. And this is the result of it. Go to Romans 6 and 23. Jump down to 23. This is what's going to happen when we let our lust overcome us. Read.
The book of Romans, chapter 6, and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
Read it again.
For the wages of sin is death.
The wages of sin is death. My brother, what does that mean? I know y'all about to head out. Y'all buzz here, but what does that mean? Come here real quick. Just think, I'm gonna have him read it again. I really want you to think about this, because you got the spirit on you to where you stayed and listened. Remember, the brother was saying we got to learn how to hold on, stay disciplined, and not give in to our worldly desires. Read it again.
For the wages of sin is death.
The wages of sin is death. You ever bought something from the store before? What do you give them to buy that item from the store? Money, which is another term for wages, right? So, the wages of sin is death. All sin is going to get you in the end is death. Early death in this present life, and when Christ cracked the sky, you're going to receive death as well. You understand Christ is coming back, right? You understand that? You believe that? So the question is, what are you going to do? God got a question for you. What's your name again, bro? Kenneth. God has a question for you. Psalms 94:16. Psalms 94:16. Kenneth, God has a question specifically for you. The same question he asked all of us. You got it? Let's see what that question is. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94, and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Hold on, read that again. You listening to the question? Read.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
It said, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Now, after hearing these scriptures, do you understand how sex without marriage is evil, right? Because how is it evil? You tell me. Say it on the mic.
Because when that happens, you're sinning.
So what are the effects of having sex without marriage? What's the effects? Think about it. How old are you? 14? You got both of your parents in the house? No? So I grew up without my father. My brothers grew up without their father. So let's hear the effects, and I'm going to let the next teacher come up. All right, read. Go ahead.
I guess you could garner diseases,
Yep.
stuff like that, or have a child.
Household.
Yep, single parent households.
Yep.
Have a child with no father figure.
Right, single parent households, child without a father figure, which is an issue in Milwaukee today. Crime like murder, drugs, drunkenness, prostitution, whole nine.
Right.
So God is asking, are you going to stand up against that, Kenneth?
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.